this morning, so let me know how they're working. How's everybody doing?
Doing cruise.
A little bit of rain this morning, and we need it. I'll tell you what, we need it badly. It has been incredibly hot and dry. Have you seen the news? British Columbia. One week I looked, there was 108 fires. I don't know, 2 weeks ago, I guess. And I looked a couple, maybe 3 days ago, watched the news for once, and 240 forest fires in British Columbia. That's only early July. Typically, fire season is August, or as we call it, Smogust. Fire season. So, take these days as we get them. You can almost smell a little of that smoke in the air this morning. That's very dark down the valley when I got here. It was lightened up quite a bit for us. So hopefully that rain turns off for us a little bit on the trip here. We dried the seeds 3 times this morning. Right before we loaded the boat, we dried those seeds. Did you see us? We're drying the seeds, and then it rained again. So we do have a squeegee at the back and some rags there. Sam is your first mate at the back. He'll take care of you if you need to dry seeds, or if you're getting wet, come on inside. There's lots of empty seeds here in the cabin. That's where the life jackets are on the lower deck in the cabin. You're up the back, you don't see that's because we keep them inside. The elements. You guys are on the upper deck. The forward little locker there, the front part of the upper deck is where the life jackets are stored. 13 total life jackets up there. 2 big white barrels. On the top deck are life rafts, self-inflating 75-person Zodiacs. You guys watch Deadliest Catch, you've seen that action. Throw them overboard, you pull the pad, you line the poof, they self-inflate. Inspected annually, as are the boats here at the Transport Canada. So real safety talk for you. And we've all been here our whole lives. We've hiked the trails extensively. Between Kevin and myself and Sam, we've climbed all the mountains in this national park. In fact, your captain, Kevin, is quite an athlete. His record is 6 mountains in 1 day, right? I'm not even kidding. 6 of these mountain peaks in 1 single day. Look at the calves on him. He's good to go. Don't hike with this guy. He'll kill you. He won't hike you. So, when you go to the visitor center, you're talking to someone from Ontario or Nova Scotia or somewhere. They just got here. Coming here, you're coming in and out on the same road. There's no road that goes through here to any other place. It's a seasonal location. Our season typically runs from early May until mid-October. Around Thanksgiving will be our last operating weekend. After that, we drain the lakes, turn off the waterfalls, put away the wildlife. You don't believe that, do you? If you believe that, you're way out of touch with nature. You need to come here more often, that's for sure. But it is very quiet in the winter. 2 hotels remain open, the Waterton Lakes Lodge and the Waterton Glacier Suites. So you can rent a room here, come down, there's a restaurant that stays open. The liquor store has a sign on the door that says open from time to time. You gotta be there at the right time. Bad thing, what we're witnessing here is rebirth of a forest, regeneration. Cleans out all the undergrowth. The sunlight penetrates to the forest floor where it could
medyo gloomy, pero okay lang.
Again, that's
umuulan ng konti.
It's a little bit about the Kenow fire. Certainly fires are bad for people, property, assets, air quality, health, life.
Yan. 2018 nag-wildfire. 70% daw nitong bundok is nasunog.
Great view, you see the Citadel.
And then after 4 years, eto na siya.
Jagged pinnacles near the south end of the
tumutubo na naman yung mga
landmark mountain. You'll remember that mountain before any other. Probably one of the most photographed.
Ayan.
7-mile long underwater. 7 miles.
Bali, between ito ng US, Montana, at ng Canada.
Half a mile wide on average width.
So,
average depth, around 220 feet. 220 feet, about 80 meters. And we're in that.
Yan. Ang ganda-ganda.
The deepest recorded section of this lake is down around 500 feet, 487 feet. Your deepest location. It's an incredibly deep lake for a lake of its size and its glaciation. You guys like geology? That's one of those topics. You do? You guys? Anybody? Got a couple of sheepish head nods. That's good. Yeah. That's enough for me. I love geology.
Sunny na naman. Finally.
Touch on it from time to time. The lake is hemmed in.
Yan. Bali dun tayo galing. Nakikita pa rin yung Prince of Wales building. Nasa gitna siya ng bundok.
Battle of Vimy Ridge in France, War I. Canadian soldiers were successful in capturing Vimy Ridge. A great loss of lives, where others had failed to do so. really the beginning of Canada as an independent nation. So in commemoration of that battle and the lives lost, the battle won. We named this mountain Vimy Ridge. I'll show you a little further. Most of the other names are very common. Don't get too excited over names. Campbell, Richards, Wilson, Oswald. These are people's last names that we really know nothing about. Like to hike, you need to start hiking around here. The trails are unbelievable. Parthew Almosen Trail, from Cameron Lake down to town. I think we're on another planet. These are parts of that. Crypt Lake Trail here ahead of us on the left. Graded by how many people here like to hike? Maybe 5, right? 2, 3. I gotta ask you this question. How many of you like to go for a walk? Go for a walk at home? So I gotta ask this then. What's the difference? It's walking. It's in the backcountry. Some people say, I don't like the elevation, but there's trails here that are flat. A great example, Blackiston Falls Trail up at the Red Rock Canyon parking lot. You guys been up there? It's a 10-mile drive. You got to do it this afternoon. 10-mile drive, park in the parking lot, walk around the canyon walls. That's kind of interesting. And then from there, you can hike to Blackiston Falls, 20 minutes on a flat trail. It's an existing road bed from the 1950s. You can push a wheelchair down this thing. 0 elevation along the way, and a beautiful waterfall destination where they built all this infrastructure, new balconies that hang out over the edge of the cliff and you can safely look down over the edge. Definitely worth your while. 20-minute walk. That's pretty good. Only needs a bottle of water. Get out in the backcountry, you get that feeling in the woods, you're in nature. The spirit will weird succeeding tree. Have you heard of that? They need a forest fire for the most part to spread their seeds because they produce this type of cone that's called siratus. It's very hard, very tight. Take the road like a rock. See them? They fall from the pine tree, but they remain sealed up on the forest floor. See these into the updraft created by the fire. They're actually heat resistant, and they're also adapted to the tiny wingtip. They're made for this. Wingtip allows them to be very high aloft above the fire. Fire burns through, they come back down, raining out across the forest floor. They germinate for the rich. Multiple pine trees will grow back first. I've done many hikes, including when you're going to Blackiston Falls hike we talked about earlier. And along the trail side there, you'll see thousands of lodgepole pine trees a foot tall, only 4 years old. Going back since the first hike. It's fun to watch. 600 species of wildflowers.
Jacob?
Amazing. That's more than the entire province of Alberta combined, including Banff and Jasper. Amazing. 600 plus species of wildflowers. When I say that, keep in mind that around here in this neck of the woods, we rarely have more than 90 days between killing frosts. There's 10 species of reptile over here. It's quite an amazing biodiversity to this lake, guys. To see this lake like glass is a phenomenon. Around here, it's one of the windiest places on the continent. Capital B-shaped fold. Geologists call it a recumbent fold. It is the smallest one ever found. Proof that rock can bend, buckle, and fold without breaking and no heat involved. There's simply time and pressure. The lichens is the orange color, lichen lichen. Orange color on the rock face. It's the first plant that grew here after the last ice age, giving way to all the vegetation around you today, starting to develop soil on bare rock, because this was buried in ice for about 2 million years. So the lichens give way to the mosses to the grasses and the trees and the shrubs. What's that? Have you ever made an easier border crossing? I gotta ask. If you have, I want to know how. One ecosystem. Just because the border runs through doesn't make
Ito na
it
yung
two.
border
Advantages,
papuntang
two separate
US,
landscapes. It's one.
Montana.
That was the concept that the Rotaries took to Parliament and Congress, and in 1932 their dream became reality, and this became the world's first
May ano yan,
international peace
security.
park. So peace. You guys are all in a good mood, right? It's good. What's the alternative? It takes more energy to be mad or upset. We don't want you that way. You guys look pretty content. It's because you're surrounded by ton of fresh air without the diesel fumes. Can't wait for the day when these boats go electric. That is a plan in the future.
Okay,
Imagine
dito na
we'd stop
lang.
the boat
Next
and
time
we'd
ulit.
hear the birds chirp.